Welcome to the Beyond Sunday podcast. We are so glad that you are joining us. This is episode 2 for us.
Yeah.
Pastor Brian did episode 1 where he just shared the vision. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about what the community groups are, get a little more into the details of things. And so because I am not in a men's community group, I have the questions. So, So, hello.
Hello.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Pastor Willie here.
Hi, nice to meet you, Pastor Willie.
Nice to meet you.
These two. We're going to have to separate these two.
Good. So, all right. So let's get started. What is the starting date for the men's community group?
Is that a question for me or?
Who has the answer? Do you know?
Yes. So we're shooting for the first week of October.
Yep.
I think most groups we're going to get off the first week of October, and it's been great. You know, the start of this particular men's group coincided with the rebirth of sort of the men's ministry. Right. But this is, you know, as we've talked about in the first episode, and as we'll kind of unfold, each year we'll have a men's ministry. So we'll have these types of groups, and then we can talk about, you know, what it's going to look like weekly and monthly. But the idea is that this is, again, one more option for folks. So as we talk of the women's groups, as we talk of in the future episodes, the grief ministry and some of the other groups that meet, what we call resource groups, like the finance groups. And then we have just the men, we have the co-ed. And so we're just basically as a church trying to provide opportunities for people to learn and grow together.
Yeah.
And so that's why we meet.
And I know that you guys have, like, I'm calling it the Big Hoorah Day. What's the Big Hoorah Day?
Yeah.
That's September, 29th?
The 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
29, and we'll be meeting for that. We already have the groups all together, so we'll be meeting that day to come and meet with each other.
Is there steak involved?
There's not steak involved. We are still in the steak coma.
Are you staked out? Is that
I don't know
still
if that's
digesting?
possible, but we certainly have had a fill of steak for a
So
little bit.
what can the men expect as they are attending these groups? What can they expect within the group? Like what's going to be taking place in these?
The good part about this is smaller groups, so it's 6 people or less. So we have that intimacy, getting to know each other closer. We're going to meet twice a month. We get to do things here and there, breakfast. Once a month on a Monday we'll come together. But I think just that intimacy, coming together, getting to know each other.
And there's a study involved.
Yeah, this is study. This is the book, the Titus 10. If you don't have it
I wonder
yet.
if we get sponsored by the people.
Oh, that's
We
right.
should look into that.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you really want to?
Yeah, I mean, the idea, like Willie said, is that the reason we're keeping the group smaller, and it's really no more than 6 people. We're having co-leaders, and the co-leaders are basically there for each other. It helps if one leader can't be there, and it helps both develop each person. And then we're having a small group, so another 4 folks, so 6 guys. And the reason we're doing that is so guys can, and you'll hear the women I know you're going to talk about as well, and you were the one who used this language, and I think it's important, the words we say, because we say, share your testimony, and I think that's intimidating.
Right.
People might say, I don't have a testimony, but when you say, you're going to have a chance to tell your story, everyone has a story. And so having, 6 guys, having a small group of ladies, it's an opportunity to tell your story and to get to know people and to become known. And that's where authentic transformation is going to take place,
Yeah.
And like Willie said, there's the breakfasts, there's these other gatherings, but the format, using this book to read through it together and have this to be the foundational book going forward. So let's say this time, let's say we're filled up, and we may be, right? If people are interested, they can still come to the breakfast. They can still come to that first Monday of the month. But also they can let us know so that next time when we start the foundational again, which will be this book, we can get them involved.
Yeah.
So we're trying to provide a resource for everybody who wants to get involved. And anybody, if you want to get in a group, get in touch with us. And even if this time around, whether it's the men's or women's, I think the message is let us know. And maybe we'll have 6 or 8 people that want to be part of a group, and we don't have a group yet, and we can put it together, right? So we're trying to be a resource.
Yeah, and this is awesome because we could come to church on a Sunday. It's awesome to be here. We learn, we grow, but we don't get to meet with each other, right? So this is an opportunity to, in a smaller group, to get to know each other, break bread with each other and just talk about
Yeah.
things that
'cause
we wouldn't talk in a
I
bigger
think
group.
I think the word intimacy is not. I think it makes guys kind of cringe a little bit when you hear the word intimacy, but it's true. Like you're able to come together and have those moments where you can really get to know someone. You know, like saying girls we want to be in relationships and we want intimacy there. That's an easy thing to say, but I think for guys sometimes
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, back up.
Sorry,
And,
guys.
and, I mean, the New Testament church was people who were they were very close to each other's lives. They were not. They were dependent in every way, economically, relationally. I mean, we really lose when we're not living in community. There's no way to live as a Christian isolated, right? And so this is a chance. Too many people have been anonymous in the churches for a long time. You can be in a Bible study with somebody for 20 years, and there's 15 or 20 people in the Bible study, and nobody talks, and they don't, or it becomes, hey, how are you doing? I'm great. Well, I mean, nobody's great all the time, right? And so it wants to be a place where we can be real and we can encounter Jesus in the tough stuff. There's a lot of tough stuff happening, right?
Yeah.
We want to encounter Jesus, and we want to speak to the tough stuff in smaller groups, in Wednesday teachings. So it's just one more chance,
Yeah, that's awesome. And so the guys will be meeting every other week for 8 months. Is that the?
Yes, I think so. We're going to sit down. We're going to encourage the guys. Most of the groups are formed already. Sit down with your calendar, plan 3 months out. And again, in all the groups, understand the spirit. It's a guideline. We're trying to get folks together. Some months it might be 1 month, one meeting. Some months it might be 3. Like, this is just a guideline to help you. It's not so rigid. Find what works for you. We're happy, and I think it's important to say this because as the team, what we've talked about and looked at is we have so many people, well over 200 adults, involved in this kind of a ministry, in some sort of a small group community, which is whether it's a men's, a women's, a co-ed, but those are folks who are going beyond Sunday. I mean, we keep talking about that, but that's where they came from. Folks who are pressing into a deeper relationship with Jesus, which is what we want. That's all we want.
Yes. And then lastly, it's locked in that you're meeting the first Monday of every month?
Yes.
Okay.
So
and that's all the men together.
All the men together
in the fellowship hall?
In the gym.
In the gym.
All the men
Okay.
together in the gym. Sometimes we might have ice cream, so I can just say that. Sometimes.
Okay, sometimes.
Not all the
No
time,
steak.
But
No steak.
All the men, that will be on Monday nights. And again, that's open to everybody. So if someone didn't get in a group this time, that's a great way to hang out with everybody so you'll get in one next time.
Right.
So that's open to everybody, and we encourage that. And again, in some groups, that might not work.
Right.
That's okay. They can try to find another time, So it's, again, the more opportunities we have for people to connect that are healthy and opportunities for growth is what we want.
Awesome.
And the breakfasts.
And the
Tell us
breakfast.
about the breakfasts.
The breakfast, I don't attend a lot of breakfasts, so I couldn't tell you.
So we have a breakfast the first Saturday of every month.
Yeah.
And we just come together. We have a little.
What time is it?
That's
8 a.m. That I
8
do
a.m.
know
Okay.
because I got to
It
do
switches.
the
Yeah,
post.
8 a.m. And we just come. We have somebody who gives their testimony. We get to have breakfast, amazing breakfast.
Always amazing breakfast.
amazing
The home
breakfast.
fries are,
Yeah, and we just
for
get
real, they're
very good breakfast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good.
And that, talking about testimonies, and we keep saying testimony stories, I'm so used to that language, but that is a big part of it, right? I think we've all sort of said that, and this Holy Spirit, right? As we've all sort of shared our testimonies, and I know we've done at one of the breakfasts we interviewed you guys. This time we're going to interview David and Lauren on October,
Nice.
I think 4th, which is the next combined, but. Just getting to know people, telling their story, their Jesus story, and getting to know, even at some point we talked about here on this podcast, is having not only get to know us as the staff, but hey, this is to get to know these people in the church.
Right.
Testimonies we've heard. And so not that we want to scare people and think, oh, this is the leadership trying to get me to share my story, and then they're going to put me out there. But it's an opportunity, if you feel led, to recognize, boy, I shared my story and that had an impact. And God used me, and I want to be able to do that more. Because it's never about us, right? It's always about Him anyway
Right.
in the story.
Yeah, and there's something that you mentioned too in your sermons all the time about how as human beings, we just want to be known, right? And so sometimes when you step into a large church, it can be really intimidating at the idea of how do I even begin with getting to know someone or someone getting to know me? And how do I even begin sharing my life? And, and so this is a great way to get to be known, to know others.
And one thing that he also says is like when we see each other, we say, "How you doing?" "Oh, everything is good." But when we come to the smaller group, we could really ask the question,
And you can cry and break down if you're like, things are not good.
So,
I used to have a friend in Teen Challenge. I always go, "What's really going on?"
yeah.
You know,
Right,
like,
right.
what's the, and that's what you want. It's friend. You know, again, we keep talking about it. It's friendship with Jesus and friendship with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the heart of life and ministry, right? We complicate it, but that's what it is. That's what we're talking about.
Right. Yeah. And so I have some info for the women because I know that, we haven't really reached out because we have been working very hard. We had 70 women sign up for
That's awesome.
community group. And so we've been trying to just make sure that everyone's...
We had 75, not that it's a competition.
Oh, my
but I'm
goodness.
just saying.
Seriously?
I'm just trying to spur you on to a good works. Go ahead, sorry.
But yeah, so it's taken us some time to just kind of put people together for the groups and make sure that everyone's on the days that would work for them and the times. And so the information that I have is we are beginning the week of October 5th. So that is our first week of beginning. For us, it's not 8 months long, but we are going through, the books that we go through are between 7 to 8 weeks. And we go through the whole 7 to 8 weeks collectively. And then we take a break. The break, I think, is going to happen right before Thanksgiving. And then we don't join again together until mid-January. But between that time, we're going to definitely encourage these groups to get together, fellowship, go out for coffee, go sledding. Don't go sledding. Don't break anything. And then also, December 16th, we are having our Christmas potluck. And so we'll get together for December, even
Is
though
that
we're not
just for
meeting.
the women?
That's just for the women. And yes, we will.
We got to come up with
We will be
something.
bringing the best of what we do and enjoying each other's company. And then for us, it's the books. There are 3 different studies that we're doing. It's Titus, Daring Joy, and the book of Hosea. And the way these books work is it's 5 days of personal study first. And then when we gather together, we watch a video and a teaching on the week that we just completed. And then we open up for discussion and any questions and anything like that. Definitely there's going to be time for prayer. There's going to be time for sharing our life story. There's going to be time for hopefully snacks or whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Tell us
I'm
about how
excited.
to get the books.
So you will be able to get your books through your facilitators. They should be contacting you within, hopefully you've already heard from them, but we're doing this on a Wednesday. But by Friday, you should hear by Friday, you should have heard from your facilitator. You'll be able to get your book at your first meeting.
And we have, I think, 50 more of these. I think a lot of the guys already got them. And but we have those as well, $15 if people need them.
It's a great book, 10
a great
Foundations.
book,
A great
yeah.
book. I read through it and I'm talking revival. That's what I've been saying.
Amen.
If we put the effort, we take the time to come together and I see revival. I mean, revival is happening already, but
I keep going back to Sunday. Is the idea of making room, like
Right.
just making room for him to do what he wants to do. Like we don't have to quantify it. We don't even have to imagine it. We just have to allow space for it.
Amen. All right. So I think that's everything for us. And we will be back with, well, not with me, but episode 3, I think.
Okay.
You'll be back with, you're in every
I'm here.
episode.
Yes.
I'm making
Wow.
sure that he
Can
is
we
in
afford
every
that?
episode.
Can we afford a recurring character in the budget at this point?
Thank you guys, and we'll catch up again soon.
Awesome.
All right.
God bless you.